7.
9-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, 49ers nothing.
Second and 11.
Coming to you. At 25.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. At 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
For Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Rodgers now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
This is Mostert. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good.
Ties the game at 21 apiece. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. He turns and gives to Coleman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Watch the safety creep.
From the 27, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
But so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Switch.
Coleman. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Yeah, not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
At the 23-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here again is McKinnon. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 14. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Coleman now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. It's going to be a
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
58 for Mike, 58.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have moved out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Back now here in Santa Clara.
With the score.
It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Aaron Jones.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Rodgers to throw. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
28. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
A boost here to start the drive.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rain.